Let's take you to the Free State, where Health Minister Dr Joe Phaahla will today take part in a vaccination drive in that province. He's expected to monitor the province's vaccine rollout program starting in Bloemfontein. Phaahla and Premier Sisi Ntombela will visit several other sites in the Mangaung Metropolitan Municipality. Our reporter Tumaole Mohlaoli is on the story. He joins us now from the streets of Bloemfontein live. And Tumaole, in the last 24 hours, the Free State, among the provinces, if you like, not doing as well as the others, recording about 14,000 odd vaccinations. Get us a sense of what the minister ought to look out for in the day ahead.
A very good morning to you, Ayanda. Well, in terms of what the minister ought to look out for in terms of the vaccination drive here in Mangaung, certainly they would be calling on the youth to come out in their numbers. We know that the minister has been going around and sending the message that in terms of government's priorities, the youth is very high up on the list. Of course, they are also saying that people, the elderly and people with comorbidities should, try to seek medical advice before getting jabbed, but however, before getting inoculated, I beg your pardon, not jabbed, inoculated. However, before people go get inoculated, they should try and see their health professionals to get a sense of if they could get one jab or one or two of those inoculations. In terms of the turnout that he's expecting, I think the minister, as well as the Premier, Sisi Ntombela, would be looking out to try and encourage people, the young people, to come out in their numbers. We've seen that during a previous inoculation drive in Gauteng province. That was around Edenvale Hospital, I beg your pardon, that was around Chris Baragwanath Hospital in Soweto. What the minister had said is that, the health minister, is that he was very encouraged by what he had seen. We had seen that the drive by taking politicians, high-profile politicians, including Deputy President David Mabuza, who was out in the West Rand by Kafiso, certainly had a very positive drive in terms of getting people out, and people were very encouraged to hear firsthand from their leaders exactly what the inoculations are all about, and basically saying to them they should avoid misinformation. They should avoid what is going on in social media and defer to their health professionals at local clinics as well as to government's websites. So this is the message that they'll be sending here in Mangaung, and certainly we'll wait to see what kind of turnout will be and what kind of response they will get from the population here.
Yeah, and Tumaole, we've become accustomed to a date with the minister, if you like, on a Friday, where he's, giving us updates about how we're doing with our fight against COVID-19. Any information about whether or not that weekly briefing will be coming from where you're at today?
I beg your pardon there, Ayanda, can you repeat your question? One of the vehicles just went past, I couldn't hear you.
Such is live television. I was just asking Tumaole if we know whether the minister's weekly briefing will be held live from the Free State today. Is there any information from the department about that?
Well, certainly we are expecting that we'll get an update on what the latest is in terms of the vaccination drive. And this is something that the minister has really taken upon himself to ensure that he takes the nation into his confidence and it ensures that he keeps the nation informed. So we certainly can expect that. And this will be part of the drive to try and encourage people to come out. Now, in terms of where we stand at the moment, the minister had already said that the drive had such a positive impact that they are expecting in terms of government that by at least December, the country would have reached what they say is herd immunity. That means that the majority of people, in terms of the youth and in terms of people who are beyond the youth age, that will be around 35 to about 55, would have been inoculated. So certainly this would then ensure that South Africa has reached herd immunity, which is one of the things that the country has been aiming for to try and fight the disease. However, another message that the Minister will be bringing out here would be to encourage young people basically not to forget the COVID-19 protocols and not to go out to venues where they are basically partying and not wearing masks. We've been seeing that this is a concern in the Free State province, certainly, but in other provinces as well. So government sending the message out to say to people, the worst is not over, and they should remain vigilant. And even though there won't be an expected hard lockdown or so coming their way, the government is saying to people it's not over. They still have to basically keep to the government's protocols, sanitation, masks up, and of course social distancing.
Absolutely. And when you look at the death toll in this country, you do certainly get the sense that we are not past the worst of this third wave even. Tumaole Mohlaoli, thanks very much indeed for giving us a sense of what's to come for the day ahead. Tumaole is live to us there from the streets of Bloemfontein.